Hello, VOD viewers and Twitch viewers right now in the present tense. Welcome back to Farlands and Beyond. It's May 5th. May the 5th be with you. And we're going to continue walking along the Farlands. Well, yeah, we're going to pass 90 gigabytes today. Unless I just stream for 2 Minecraft days and then quit. You never know. Anything can happen in Farlands or Beyond. Last time we did reach 3%, so maybe we can also reach 3.11%. A multitude of things is possible today. You'd never believe it. But any of these things can only ever happen once you've got your woofs ready. So do that. Woof! Wolfie was ready before y'all were, before I was, before the game was. The game didn't even load yet. How do I get out? There we go. That's right. We built a hidey hole facing the wrong way this time. Grab that dog. Those were some heavy cobblestone blocks. And continue north through what I can only hope is a gaggle of friendly spoiters on this hill. Right? Yeah, they're paying no mind. They are but cows. Cows. Pay no attention to the 8-legged cows. Oh, already, already 3.01%. That was really close. I just had to walk about 40 more blocks. We just might hit 3.11. Unless something distracts us. Like a Farlands dungeon. Right? Video game? I suppose thank you to everybody who's either rediscovered or firstly discovered the Farlands or Bust / Farlands and Beyond / KurtJMac Enterprise on YouTube. Mostly on YouTube. Definitely got a Minecraft channel bump from the video. I keep wanting to call it a documentary. I don't know if it's a documentary. Featurette. A featurette. Oh. So welcome. Hello. Woof. Indeed. As I said in that video, I have indeed turned north, and I'm walking along this wall. The Farlands wall. See how far along here I can get. It's certainly a different, at least half of the view is certainly different. is very different than the normal game. Look at those big boulders. Yeah, I guess I don't understand. I never do. I haven't. But yeah, the ins and outs were never really explained to me. Like, it's apparently not even, like, fully vertical. It's just, like, sections that go in and out. Oh, that guy take damage? Ow, I just took damage, Wolfie. It was sabotage. The sheep was like, look at me. Oh, God. The in and out Farland structures. Yeah, it seems to be like 5 blocks. Because even when I pressed F3, I was on an ini bit. And instead of the number being 821, it was like 805. So they like go in and out like, I guess that's 4 blocks. Four by 4 by 4 chunks. But aren't the chunks like 16 by 16 or something? Every time I try to understand the game and how it works. For the noise generator. Ah, the purlin noise? That's a term I know. Little cactus farm right there. Purlin? Wasn't that the wizard? King Arthur? He's full of jokes! I guess why doesn't it go further than that? Like, why doesn't the noise continue to diffuse into the Farlands? I want answers and pictures of Spider-Man. Short answer, overflow. I'm satisfied with that one. I'm satisfied with that answer that I don't at all understand. Spooky purlin noises. Votes. You can only have so many bits to represent numbers. I mean, I understand that in regard to the floating point position problem. But I don't know how that relates to the bumpiness of the Farlands. Whee! I should go on Ask Hank Anything. And ask a series of technical mathematical questions. You know, a question I would ask him, like, that's along the line of one of the, like, simplistic, kind of banal, everyday questions that, like, the theme of that show is, why Why? Just why? Why? Look at this. Why and when did, at least in Western civilization, did we end up with fork, spoon, knife as the utensil standard? Because other cultures, you know, have gone with the chopstick or just eating with their hands. I'd assume England. Right, I'm like also like curious like when. Like is there like a first recorded earliest spoon? Or you know, like they know when like humans started making arrowheads? And like which came first? The knife, the fork, or the spoon? I'm gonna assume the knife. I mean, a knife is more than just an eating utensil. Oh, that's a boat. Oh, Wolfie! And why don't we have those forks that they had on the USS Enterprise in Next Generation? That looked very pokey and dangerous. Other than the self-evident fact that they're pokey and dangerous. Spoons made of bone that are thousands of years old have been found, but specifically for eating is tough to determine. Right. Like, which came first, the spoon or the shovel? I need answers. And pictures of Spider-Man. Oh, do we got a guy? Oh, maybe we don't. This might not be a spawner. It looks just like a cave-in. Your bog standard cave-in. Yeah, I think that's all this is. That's a shame. I guess, like... Is it the food we were eating? Because I don't, like... And I guess similarly, I would be curious about, you know, the same question in Japan. How did they end up with the chopsticks? Oh, that was a net loss. I was honestly getting that pig for myself so I could get my half a heart back, but now look where we are. Who eats pastry with a fork? Pie? Isn't a pie a pastry? Well, that's one of the questions I would ask, and then Hank Green would have to do a bunch of research. Come back to me with an answer. And we'd laugh, and we'd laugh. Had to do it. I'd like the book An Immense World, if you read. If you knew how to read, you would like this book. Whoa, whoa. Bah. Maybe we need to go on a Wikipedia journey. Come to that answer to ourselves. Like we learned a lot about the helicopter parachute from World War II. I've forgotten the name already, so it clearly made an imprint on me. I eat it. Oh, and the fancy... I completely forgot about the fancy decorative pigeons. With big bulbous... what were they called? Goblets? Giblets? Gizzards. No? Not gizzards. Is it gizzards? They're big neck sacks. Crops, that's right. No, craw. Wasn't it a craw? Or is it like a crop a craw? That really sticks in my craw. Look at that tree. My sublingual pouch. Stick that in your sublingual pouch. Oh, that's fine.
I like how Twitch just notified me now.
I do too. Thanks, Twitch. Jeffrey Bezos. Speaking of things getting stuck in your craw, cleaned out the kitchen sink pipes yesterday. That's always fun. Very, you're a grown-up now activity. But then I probably took probably an equal or more amount of time researching ways to fix the way that the drains are designed. Because right now, the exit, like the pipe exit, why did you clean them out? Because they were getting slow. And this is going to explain. The pipe in the wall is higher than, like, it's too high. It's basically...
Put that on your resume, pipe designer.
Pipe designer, yes. But only for kitchen sinks. So basically, there's always standing water. That's the second time I almost used a boat instead of a bed. So yeah, the pipe exit and like the sink level is like right here. And then it goes 2 to 1 and then down to the P-trap. Of course, Googling it is like, well, just lower the pipe exit. Oh yeah, just cut a hole in the wall. And then somehow lower this cast iron, old, very old as the house style pipe exit. Sure. Or raise the entire kitchen. Also a cromulent course of action. But what I found is that they make low-profile drains, like the drain cup. You know, the part of the sink that is the drain. To raise that level up. I apologize if there are any licensed plumbers, Wolfie, in chat. Only lawyers with children. Whoa. Who am I, Wolfie? And then also, since it's 2 sink drains, change it from right now Hold on, I need my hands for this demonstration. Instead of what it's doing is they're both going to a T-fitting and then out to the P-trap. Have one match with the other one, and then the main pipe goes to the P-trap. Because right now, all the water is getting stuck in the T, and that's where the gunk is. That's where the gunk is. So that's the idea. It was delicious. Yeah, that's on the list. I guess they make low-profile P-traps, too. But they're not to code in the US. You gotta have, like, an actual P-shaped P-trap. A 90 stream streak. Be a shame if Twitch didn't notify you about one. Just say it came with the house. I mean, that's not an excuse if you're, like, gonna try to sell the house. The other project we want to do is finally build a car canopy pergola situation, because the Subaru once again is getting annihilated. I mean, so is the Volvo, but like the cover on the Volvo, because we've had a couple warm days, so now that tree is just like weeping sap continuously. So, we think we're going to use 4x4s and like those Amazon brackets. And we're actually going to make a frame, like a rectangular frame. Because our problem always was just like, if we just put posts up, how deep they got to go in the ground and boring holes and cement. But if we make like a frame, pergola style thing, we still want to sink them in the ground, but that way it'll be more stable. Hopefully. And then we just put a decorative cover fabric shade to catch the sap. But it also won't be $800 like one of the pre-built, not pre-built, but pre-made carports with hard roofs. That's also on the plan. The girlfriend is currently painting the stairwell and the hallway upstairs here. Doing, Juno? Wolfie's like, I'm a dog too. Why not go for a fabric car cover? You mean, I mean, that's what I have on the Volvo. You're talking like a car cover that you put over the car. The problem is that the Subaru is already covered in sap. So putting a car cover over that would merely smear the sap around and or stick directly to the car cover. Also, the girlfriend is not thrilled about the process of having to cover up and then uncover the car every day she wants to use it. Time for sap remover. I tell you what, doesn't work. It doesn't work as well as you would hope. We got sap remover from Griot's Garage. Here goes any sponsorship I would have had potentially with them. And it doesn't work. Certainly not on baked on, not with baked on sap, but even not with wet sap. The only thing we found that works is hand sanitizer, which is due to its containing isopropyl alcohol. Don't drink the isopropyl alcohol. Which is not great for paint, but it works really well to get the sap off windows, at least. But yeah, I think somebody on Throne got me the Griot's sap remover, and it's, for being a company based in Washington here, it's not great. The other way that I've been doing, especially with the baked on solid sap, is with a plastic razor blade. Of course, it leaves potential scratches and definitely a scuff when you do that. The other problem is, like, the amount of towels you go through, because, like, you try to wipe off the sap, and then your towel gets all sappy, and then you're just spreading the sap around. So you need, like, a pallet of towels. It shouldn't damage the paint. I mean, it's in like Windex. Like, Windex also kind of works if you've got the majority of the sap off already. It will take wax off, like your car wax, any protective wax coating it has. Oh. Which are all of our cars are too old for that to really matter. But yeah, we can try to get all the sap off we can, but it's kind of pointless if we keep getting sap back on the cars. Side sleeping.
Side sleep in.
Get that squid, you wolf. Calamari's back on the menu, boys. If you let it all build up enough, can't you just get it off in one big sheet? What's up, guy? Oh, what's down here? Whose elevated hidey hole is that? Ah. Aha. Oh, that's too many treats. There, I got projects. I repotted. I know I didn't stream it. I know I streamed it last year, but I just wanted to get it over with. I repotted the bonsai again, which I know is like early to do that once a year. But they did not seem happy where they were. So I got a new pot for one of them, like an actual ceramic one instead of a plastic one. But the other one I kept in it. But I got like an actual organic compost, just because I didn't think they were not growing in the bonsai substrate, which is basically just little tiny rocks, which is how they do bonsai, but I'm no expert, so maybe I did it wrong. Careful, Wolfie! So I mixed the bonsai substrate in with the compost. Give it kind of... It needs to be free draining. Guess I'll vote. Wolfie's gonna drown me. Hold my head underwater. Can you plant a bonsai in the ground? Yes, but then it stops being a bonsai. Bonsai literally means tree in pot. Another cave-in is our unstable grounds. Speaking of unstable grounds, I also got my new coffee grinder. Burr grinder. I had a burr grinder. But I recently discovered that I bought that in 2009. I guess it's a long time. I've been using a coffee grinder every single day. And the burrs were worn down. And I was getting a bunch of non-uniform grinds, and it was causing our coffee to get like clogged in the coffee maker. And like overbrewing and then like tasting bad. Very bad. There was one very bad cup of coffee. So I did unnecessarily exhaustive research about the state of coffee grinders. Found that most of them were ridiculously expensive. Right, or people really love their hand grinders, but that's only like if you're making an espresso or like 1 cup at a time. So I went with the fellow. Hello, fellow. Which was like a second generation of a model they had. But everywhere I saw said they wouldn't, it was like releasing in mid-May, and they wouldn't have it until like early June. But then all of a sudden, Best Buy had it, and was like, we'll ship it to you by Saturday. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I used like my credit card rewards to get a Best Buy gift card to pay for it. Wait, is it the Opus? The cheaper one? Because they have like that's what I mean. They have like a $400 one. I'm like, no, no thanks. Or fellow. I don't know who it is, but yeah, whatever it is, it's the Opus version 2. So far so good. I'm still dialing it in. It's only been like 3 days. I'm still like trying to dial in the grind settings. Yeah, I mean that's what I heard. And a lot of these like super expensive grinders are like that way because they're for like espresso. Careful of a. And we never make espresso. We don't need that fine of a grind. Even like the cheap one, the entry level one, is like $150. The Baratza Encore, which I was considering, but I'm like, if I'm gonna spend $150 and people have a bunch of complaints about this one because it's the cheap one. We have a drip machine, yes, and I'll occasionally do a pour over coffee. Oh, there's a spider chasing us. How about that? Good thing they can't climb. Careful, Wolfie. All I need is more dirt to make elevated hidey holes. Careful, Wolfie! He's being a madman right now. Hi, sleeping. that's a chicken. I'm like, I hope that's not a creeper making steps around
Side sleep in is the bottleneck of my coffee experience.
me. You gotta think what the bottleneck of your coffee experience is. Well, also right now it's like that fancy coffee beans are just way too expensive. We're on that Costco coffee bean buying experience right now. But we're buying the fancy Costco coffee, not the cheap Starbucks or Kirkland's brand, but like a local roasteries. Local roasteries. I only buy my coffee from local roasteries. I've been getting Kicking Horse coffee, and it's enjoyable. I don't know that I've heard of it. So like a grocery store coffee bag. Whoa, Wolfie. It's a Canadian brand. Oh, I mean, maybe that's why I don't know it. I used to get like a local one here. I like them because they actually gave you a pound of coffee beans, like 16 ounces, whereas everywhere else just gives you a 12-ounce bag. But the prices have gone up for everything. But like, yeah, when I started buying them, they were like 18 pounds. 18 pounds. We're in Britain. I have $18 per pound. Now I think they're like $24 per pound. Which I think is still better than the $20 for 12 ounce that most other coffee shops make. But oh, I need wood. Good thing there's a tree right here. Beans! Yeah, that's the exchange rate. What is happening up there? I think the rest of that tree generated above the build height limit, so all we have left is this floating problem right there. That's pretty good. I kind of want to go up there and like look at it, but I also don't. I don't have any blocks to get up there. Low-hanging branch. I mean, we've also been, like I said, doing yard work. Our yard waste only gets picked up once every other week. So we're like having to like ration how much of the English ivy vines we're disposing of every week before we can fully clear out that corner of our yard. Wolfie, you're in my way. No. Farlands pumpkins. I thought that was gonna be a spawner. Well, we had an outburst of spawners earlier. Wasn't it like 3 in one stream? Each one getting closer and closer to the Farlands? And now nothing. Similar with the pink sheep. We had like 2 pink sheep in a row. I was just thinking, shearing those sheep, that we haven't had a pink sheep since then. Things are real inconsistent near the Farlands. Oh, jeez. Too many cactus today. Is my complaint. What? Ah! Panic, panic! Iron boat. Wolf.
It is a beard, Jordy. A fine,
Wolfie.
full, dignified beard. One which commands respect and projects thoughtfulness and dignity.
Real Jellyman. Thank you very much for 80 months in the sub tub. That is also a tier 2 sub. In the tub. What the? Oh, I need elevated hidey hole materials.
Side sleep in.
It's Mega Man. Right there. Get it? You know what Mega Man looks like. You know of Megalomaniac Man. I with the NES, I did get, I forgot
They
which one.
caught me side sleppin'.
I did get a Mega Man. And it's a very difficult video game. That's when I decided I didn't like the Mega Man. Not as bad as Battletoads, but still pretty bad. Still, for me, difficult-wise. Couldn't get past, like, the first level or something. Going... Oh, they're all just jumping ship. That was pretty funny. The big ocean. I'll get Wolfie to spawn really quick. There he is. Alright, my boat! Wolfie, don't spawn, don't spawn, don't spawn. Excellent. Excellent. .14. We're shooting for 311. It's the number that keeps on giving. We were just trying to figure out that other night, the other night too. It was like when our subathon ended. Like, when was that? Was that before? That must have been before I went to Sweden, right? Or was it after? Was it like March? March 11th. It was after. Was it? Oh, it was 3/11. And that, I mean, that was the day we started the first 2024 subathon, I believe. What's March 28th? March 28th is the anniversary of episode 11. 2023. We did a subathon in 2023? I thought we just did 3 total. I guess that does add up. Listen, I wasn't mathing right in my head. Three plus 3 is
Gird
6.
your flesh for 3.1%.
For some reason I thought it was 2027. We can only hope. Not as bad as driving all the way to the dump on a Sunday. The only thing I'm not sure of about the pergola car cover situation is how we're gonna get the beams home. Because we're probably gonna need 12-foot 4x4s. And the best idea we can come with, put them in the Volvo with the tailgate open out the back. The hearse is long. Not as long as the Volvo. It's actually quite small. Don't some hardware stores do delivery? I mean, I guess I could look. You're definitely going to pay a lot more. We need like 8 of them for all the sides and the posts. Obviously, we're going to cut some down to size, but the longest ones need to be 12. I don't know. Has anybody ever gotten lumber delivered in somewhat small quantities? Don't make me buy another pickup truck. It's a red flag that you need on the back, not an orange flag. Or a red owl. Whatever, a red t-shirt, anything that's red. Ooh. A window to the Farlands. Pretty okay. Hey, more dirt. Side sleeping.
Side sleep in.
Hello. Excuse me. This is the music that makes you think Minecraft. I miss my my old Minecraft intros with that other later Minecraft song that starts out kind of jazzy. That was a good. I had like the Minecraft logo snap into focus right when the beat starts. It was a real lesson in sound editing and audience capture. Saw the Minecraft YouTube account post the mini documentary. Thought the editing was interesting, but cool to see them cover this. Indeed. Cover it they did. That'd be a pretty good diving board if it wasn't directly into ice. 3.10%. We make it to 3.11. Whew. I'm usually not too plussed by smells, but paint, house paint, one of those that makes me a bit gaggy. Which is one of the many reasons I don't like paint. Saxophone. Is it latex? Is there any other? No, that's a serious question. Is there any other? Isn't that house paint? Lead. It's lead. That's neat. I like how the mountain, like erosion. Although I'm sure what we're painting over is probably leaded. Is it most paints now non-latex? I have no idea. This is the girlfriend's doing. She's gracious enough to respect my vehement demise and despise of painting. So she takes care of it. From the purchase to the application of the paint. And then I clean out the pipes. Oh. Here. Okay. That'll have to do. Oh, you know what? I can grab this gravel. Well, I didn't expect it to all turn into flint. No? Okay. If you don't want to spawn, you don't gotta spawn, Wolfie. There he is. Do chickens give feathers in this version of the game? I don't even know anymore. They don't give chicken. They give eggs, but that's only when they're alive. I guess I've really never had a reason to kill a chicken in this video game. In this version of this video game. We've needed eggs when we wanted to make a cake. Zombies drop feathers. That's where I get my feathers. That's my feather source. Hey, ding, 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 ding. We did it. 311%. Oh, I thought he was gonna move. Also, I'm a bad shot, so it was a multitude of reasons that I missed. Every one of these, like spawner? No. Alright, Wolfie, have a seat. This doesn't seem like a great place. Oh, maybe it's fine. Oh, plenty of space to spread out. Make myself comfortable. Oops. Of course, not when I do. Well, that's my breathing hole. I need that for breathing. Oh, I don't need that for breathing. Oh. Oh. Sidewind and floating point problems. Let's build some beds. Place a bed. Do I need to? I should, just in case. Let's go to sleep and back up the world. It is a cursed number in the upper left-hand corner of the screen. We can't be too careful. We did it. Loved by billions. And we did it twofold. 90 gigabytes. I know, technically not, but 90,083.04 megabytes. Goodbye.